Hey, what's up, everybody? We're going to talk about the three things that we just learned selling one of our commercial assets. Hey, I had to pop that intro in there because it gets me hype and it gets me fun and excited to talk about real estate. But guys, I wanted to share something with you. I wanted to share the three things that I learned about selling one of our first commercial assets. And I'm going to straight up tell you point number one. I'm straight scared, dude. Like, it is really hard for me to separate from selling our one of our first commercial assets. It's 44 units out in Ransom, West Virginia. It was providing us really good cash flow. We executed it really well on it. It provides consistent monthly cash flow. And I'm going to talk about this here in a little bit about another point, but like it's super scary to think that like we have to go and redeploy it. But if you saw our show the other day, or depending when you're watching this, we did, things that we wish we knew about commercial real estate. And one of them was always having stuff for sale. And when we were approached about making this sale, we were really nervous. I'm glad we're doing it, but I'm still nervous. I'm still worried about finding that next deal, trying to get this deal to perform. You guys know if I've been out there talking about like get the water faucet to turn on and don't ever stop it. But with that being said, point number two, why are we selling this? Well, we're selling it to de-risk our portfolio. And you might say, well, how's this risky? Right? Well, there's always inherent risk in anything that you own. Honestly, these are class C at best, workforce type housing. They'll perform well, but they come with some drama. They come with some high maintenance. They come with some issues. And the West Virginia market that we're in is starting to get better and better and better. And at some point, this workforce housing will always be needed, but the product type just might not be there. So for me, being able to de-risk the portfolio, taking some cash off the table, and putting us into a better financial position is a no-brainer. And again, this is why I'm scared, because I believe we're making the right move. I think we're doing the right things. But then again, I'm not 100% sure. None of us know. None of us have a crystal ball. If I had a crystal ball, well, I would invite you on my private jet and be flying to our private island to have drinks out on the beach, right? But that's not where we are. I'm trying to make the best financial move I can for me, my company, my coworkers, and everybody else that's involved in this process, including our co-investors and co-lenders, right? So, um, de-risking the portfolio, even if it's a performing asset, it can turn into a liability very, very quick. So selling it, while it's scary, we are de-risking our portfolio. And then the final point that we learned from selling this asset, and this is really what got us over the hurdle to be able to do it, is recapping our trapped equity. I don't think enough people spend time talking about the trapped equity that they have in their properties. It could be single family storage, apartment buildings, any asset. It could even be a vehicle for that matter. You have equity that's trapped that you need to be able to redeploy. So in this example, we have a piece of property that was paying us $90,000 a year in cash flow, but it nets us almost $1.1 million in a sale. And you would say, well, Ian, that's silly. But you got to remember, our return on our initial equity is north of 20%. Well, even though past performance does not guarantee future results, I would bet on myself and say the following, that I believe I can redeploy that $1.1 million at a 20% rate of return, if not a little less. And let's just say, let's use 20% for round numbers. I should be able to, instead of getting $90,000 a year, I should be able to earn out $220,000 a year on that exit. And yes, I have partners on it. Not all that money's coming back to me, but I do know that we'll be able to redeploy it. So recapping that trapped equity and looking at it and quote unquote de-risking your portfolio at any given time. This is why you should always have stuff for sale. This is why you should always be looking at it and saying, well, what's the next best move? So I'm excited to get this done. Transaction, I'm signing the paperwork as I hang this up. Transaction should close and fund early next week. I'm super excited to see that cash come in and find out what we do with it. It's going to help us work towards our goal in our $50 million challenge, free up working capital, free up the ability to do more deals. And honestly, just realizing the fruits of our labor. We don't do it enough. Yes, the cash flow is cool and we get drips all over the place, but being flushed with cash is something that we haven't had in a while when we've been building this rental portfolio. Having these large sums of cash and being able to go redeploy it side by side with our capital investors is really what I'm looking forward to. I'm super excited about it. Guys, if you're in CRE Syndicate, I'm going to continue posting and you'll learn more about it. For anyone that wants to learn more, go check out cre-syndicate.com, learn about our $50 million challenge, trying to buy $50 million of real estate in under 6 months. We'll see what we do. We're on our way, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks, guys.